Robbie, we've now got 2 back-to-back home games this week as we welcome Stevenage first and then Exeter City. The weekend's draw with Walsall sees us now unbeaten in our last 6 league games. How pleased are you with that form?
Yeah, of course it's pleasing. We would like to have picked up a couple more wins in that, but the fact that we've been competitive in every game and we're sort of picking up points, I still think our best is yet to come. But you're right, it's always nice to build that momentum, and going into 2 home games this week gives us a real opportunity to sort of kick on and build on what we've done.
Is it the second half performance you're looking at most after Saturday that you want to kind of use that as that springboard into these 2 fixtures?
I think we were better second half. Saying that first half, the players blocked shots, so some good saves, and we made it difficult for Walsall to score. So the clean sheet is always important to us, and the fact that we didn't play our best in the first half but got the clean sheet meant that we go into the second half and improve our performance, which we did. And in the end, probably a little bit unfortunate not to take the 3 points.
I think that's something you mentioned on Friday heading into the game, that we are still picking up points, but perhaps not at our best, which maybe hopefully shows the sign of a good team, and that must give you real sort of confidence going forward that when we do get to our best, hopefully we can pick up even more points.
It's consistency I'm after. I think we have shown in games that we can play against the best in this division and be more than a match. So it's the consistency of performance that we're really striving to get, and if we can do that and get the performance over a longer period of time in games, it goes without saying then we're going to pick up more points than not. But you know, even when we're not playing to the level that I know we can, you've got to be competitive in the game. You've got to do the horrible side of the game really well and make sure that if it's you against your opponent, you make him have a bad game as well. So yeah, we know we can get better, we're striving to get better, but the fact that we're still picking up points has got to be a positive.
You've obviously spoken in the last few interviews as well about finding consistency at home. Is that something you talk to the players about as well, as a group? Yeah,
I've posed that question to them. Like you say, we have had home games where we played well and we've had home games where we haven't, so it's got to be a mentality thing, and you know, we want to play on the front foot, but at the same time teams will come here and try and stop us playing, and that's where we do have to be patient. But you know, we're creating chances. I think somebody showed me a stat that we're the highest created chances in the league, so we're doing bits right. We just need to make sure we finish those chances off more often than not.
Yeah, just I suppose fine-tuning and getting that sort of final element, sort of fine margins, isn't it, when you're creating all those opportunities?
It is, yeah. So we're doing lots of things right on the pitch, and like you say, everybody wants to see a team winning, and no one more than myself.
Yeah, as I said at the start, it's Stevenage tomorrow night. What are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, tough game. They've picked up a good result at the weekend. Changed manager, so usually you get a bounce on that. You know, it's a quick turnaround as well, so we've picked up a couple of injuries on Saturday, but will get assessed. Well, have been assessed this morning, and we'll double check them on the day of the game. But this is where the squad comes into its own, really. That's why the players are in the building, and if you get the opportunity, I've said before, if you play well, you keep the shirt.
Tuesday night's game as well, it's bring a friend for a £5. Our season card and Dale rewards holders can do that. Are you hoping they'll sort of bring their friends, bring their neighbours, colleagues?
I struggle, I ain't got many friends. But yeah, of course, you know, if anything that we can do to encourage people to come and watch the game, anything to have a bigger gate, better atmosphere. We know our responsibility on the pitch is to try and give the supporters something to shout about, but certainly if we can encourage more people to come to our games, then that can only be a really good thing for the club.
Some really horrible news is sort of broken over the last few hours or so, and that's unfortunately that Abraham Udo's received some racist abuse online. We as a club obviously stand by him and are absolutely shocked by what we've seen. It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's terrible. There's absolutely no place for it. If I could use stronger language to condemn it, I would, but that wouldn't be the right thing. Abraham, along with every player, has got our full support. You know, we care for our players deeply, and for somebody to send, I've seen the message. It makes you sick. It shouldn't happen. Shouldn't happen, and there's got to be consequences. There's got to be some kind of comeback for these people that hide behind a message and send that. And you know, we will support Abraham as much as we possibly can. I've spoke to him. He's brushed it off, but you know, he shouldn't have to. He shouldn't have to. So yeah, my feeling on that is, of course it shouldn't happen, but if we find out who does it, then there's got to be some kind of punishment towards that.
Would you like to see tougher action taken by social media companies, given how sort of consistent this abuse seems to be across football now? You hear of this happening almost on a daily basis at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not on social media, so I don't know the ins and outs of it, but yeah, I think there's got to be more rules and regulations to maybe opening an account. You know, why should Abraham have to put up with that? Why doesn't when you create that account, that you have to put in your work details or your address, some way of tracing you, because then there's a comeback on it. So yeah, it's unfortunate that these things are happening, but we have to take a stand. We have to say no, enough's enough, and if that means that people get punished for it, that's quite right.
I know in the lads, I assume they've rallied behind him as well today at training.
I've got a great bunch of players, really, really good. Yeah, you're dead right. We look after everybody within our squad. Like you say, Abraham is a great kid. He plays with a smile on his face. I'm sure he won't let it affect him, but he shouldn't be put in that situation. There's absolutely no excuse for it.